What's up, you guys? It's your girl CASwCOY back on the channel with another video. If you're to read that title, then you already know what today's video is going to be about. Without further ado, let's get right into it. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And recently, I made a new Discord server exclusive for my supporters, so if you haven't already, please join that. The link will be in the description box down below. Now, let's get into the story time. So while I'm telling this story, I will be making a new sim family for my Let's Play, so be on the lookout for that new video as well. But I know y'all messy and I know y'all trying to hear the story, so let me dive right into it. Quick disclaimer before I even start the video: if you guys know what creator I'm talking about, please do not go on their TikTok or any of their social media trying to defend me, because obviously, as you'll learn in the story time, they're gonna take it the wrong way, and I definitely don't need this creator being sent any hate or anything like that. I just thought this would be a cool and like an awareness story time for all of my supporters and subscribers. So let me take it back to the beginning where this all started. So if you guys don't know, sometimes I go on TikTok live to look for other content creators, whether that's just to support them or to be their friend or anything, because I of course want more content creator friends. Trying to explain content creating to somebody who is not a content creator can sometimes be a little hard, so having other content creator friends is something that I seek, and normally I just find them on TikTok live because that's one of the main ways to promote your channel or to promote your Twitch or anything like that these days. So TikTok live is the place to go for me personally. Mind you guys, this happened like a little over a month ago, maybe not even a month, maybe like 3 weeks ago. It happened around Easter Sunday, like around that time. So if you guys can put that time frame into perspective, so a week or two before the big situation that happened, this specific creator, let me say their name is Mark popped up on my For You page, like on my For You live page, and at that time I was a little sick and tired of the NPC or the clickbait lives, like, you know, the clickbait ones where they're like, oh, no gifting, no liking, no following, but they really want the gifts, the follows, and the likes. Yeah, I was getting sick and tired of those. So I was looking for a creator that was actually acting normal, someone that was humble, someone that was nice, and I came up on two creators. So if you guys joined my stream about a month ago, then you guys know the two creators that I'm talking about. Again, if you know the creator that I'm making the story time about, do not go over to their channel or anything to send them hate. This is simply just a story time talking about my experience, so of course everybody's experience is not going to be the same. But one creator that I do want to talk about again is I'm_sick on TikTok. He goes on live very frequently and he's just really humble and really nice. He has a gaming channel over here on YouTube, so I'm gonna link all of his information down in the description box below so you guys can go follow him. He is literally the funniest, most amazing person I've ever come across on like TikTok live or even this platform as a whole. So let me get back into the actual story time. So when I came across Mark's live the first time, mind you guys, this is the first time, when I came across his live the first time, I like typed something and he didn't acknowledge what I said. So I was just kind of like, okay, like it's late already, I'm just gonna go to bed anyway. But I'm pretty sure it's because either TikTok filtered my comment or he just had too many comments coming through and like he missed mine by mistake. I didn't like, you know, it wasn't no hard feelings or anything. Like I didn't feel like he did it with like ill intent or anything like that. I just genuinely thought he didn't see it, and plus I was tired anyway, so I just left and like called it a night. And then about a week later, he popped up on my For You page on my lives again. So I was like, obviously my algorithm is pushing him, so like let me stay a little bit longer this time. So I did. I stayed and I said something, and this time he acknowledged my comment, and I seen like he was acknowledging everyone and like trying to get to everyone's comment, I mean not content, but he was just like really humble in the beginning. Like his slogan is kind of like he goes live every single day, every single night. Like it doesn't matter if he's sick, he's gonna go live that day. So I was like, okay, I appreciate the dedication, because that's the type of model that I want to have for my content. No matter what, like I'm gonna be uploading and getting my videos out for my supporters. So it was really cool to see another content creator with the same drive as I have. But like obviously I can't upload as much as I want to because of school and things like that. But like to see another content creator that has that drive and has that motivation and things like like that for their brand and their content. It was really cool to see. So I stayed, like chatted a little bit, like we had some good conversations in that live, and you know, he was really interactive with his supporters. So I do something that I don't typically do with a lot of supporters, and that's I donate to small creators occasionally, only if I feel like, you know, they're being genuine and they're like humble about it. I'll definitely donate. Like Sick, I have donated so many times in his live just because Sick is such a cool person, and like he's really humble about it. He gets all my donations, all my coins from TikTok. And this specific creator, Mark, he was also humble about the donations. Like he was like, oh, like thank you so much for donating, like you don't have to donate, like, you know, the standard thank you message that most people say when you like gift something. And I just thought that he was really cool, so I kept coming back to the live over the course of like 3 to 4 days. And like he would do this thing where like if the view count was getting low, like he would end the live and then start the live back up again, you know, to like try to get more viewers the next time. And he would do this like 3 to 4 times a live, and I'm telling y'all, every single time I joined back, or every single time like he popped up on my For You page, even if I didn't intend to come back. So at that point I followed him and he followed me back. So at this point we're mutual, so I'm like, okay, like this guy's cool, we're mutuals now, like, you know, like I'll keep joining his live whenever he goes live. And that's exactly what happened. Every time he went live, I would join. We would have like good conversations, laugh, kiki. Like he was actually really funny. The people that would join his live like were really funny. They were all different types of characters, and he handled it very well. Like he's not like douchebag type of guy. Like he was really cool, calm, and collected, and he seemed to have some really good energy about himself and about the topics that he talked about. And like even when I talked about myself and like the things that I had going on in my life, like for example, my TikTok name on my personal account is in Korean, and so like he was really interested, like, oh, did I know Korean, like why was my name in Korean and stuff like that. It was just really cool. Like it was like a really cool conversation. It just felt like, you know, I was talking with a friend, you know. So after that, of course, like I said, I kept joining. So now we're gonna get into the big situation that happened that made me make this story time. So I'm going to say the morning of Easter, like Easter Sunday, because technically this was like at 2 in the morning when this happened. So I'm gonna refer to this as Easter Sunday because technically it was Easter Sunday, but mind you, it was like 2 to 3 in the morning, my time. So I had a busy day that day helping with my grandma with stuff like that, like cooking and all of that. So it was my wind down time. I was scrolling on TikTok and I got the notification that he was live. So of course, as the supporting person I am, I joined the live, and immediately I could tell like he kind of just started the live. Like it wasn't like he had been on live for a long time. He was probably on live for maybe 2 to 3 minutes when I joined. So when I joined the live, he was just like, oh, like I'm gonna give a story time, like I'm gonna wait till some more viewers come and I'm gonna give a story time. And I'm like, cool, because out of the few amount of times that I've joined his live, he hasn't done a story time as far as I'm aware. So like this would be a cool new thing for me to, you know, hear him talk about. And he just seemed like an overall like fun person, so I was interested in like what the story time was even gonna be about. So I stayed and I was waiting to like get tuned in on what the story time was about, and then he switched the topic. He was like, oh, like I'm gonna tell you guys what like men like what type of woman a man likes. And I was just already like, okay, like, you know, I'm interested to hear what he has to say about what men like as a whole, even though he's only one man. So I stuck around to listen to what else he had to say, and then once a couple of viewers got into the live, he started saying like, I'm gonna tell you guys what a man likes. Like number 1 is like a man likes a woman who has something going for herself, like someone who has morals and someone who has goals and aspirations. And I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, that's a pretty reasonable thing. Like of course, like at this point, this creator is the same age as me. Like I'm 19, I'm almost a junior in college, I'm a sophomore in college. So of course, being with someone with aspirations at our big adult age, that's a given. Like you don't want to get someone who doesn't have goals or aspirations about themselves, especially as an adult. So like when he said that, I was like, okay, cool. But then he got into like what women wear and things like that. Like, oh, you don't need to be wearing, like, you need to dress properly and stuff. And when he said that, I was like, I immediately thought of those podcast guys. You know, the podcast guys that buy their podcast mics off of Amazon and sit in a circle and talk about what women shouldn't do, what women should do, what women should wear, what women shouldn't wear, what women need to do to make themselves high value and all of that. Like, it's just ick. Like, grow up. but he has never given me like the douchey podcast guy vibes before, so I was just like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and like hear what he has to say about it, you know. I just wanted to come into the conversation a little open-minded because I was obviously already biased by it, because I'm tired of hearing this take of what women should wear and what women shouldn't wear to like satisfy the eye of a man. Like at the end of the day, women are gonna dress how they want to. Like we should not dress just to cater to another man. So he kept going. So I commented and I said, properly, question mark, question mark. He was like, yeah, like you shouldn't be wearing like leggings on a first date, showing a lot of skin. Like you need to wear a skirt that covers everything, like touches your knees and stuff. Don't dress like a 304. And I'm like, here we go. Men that refer to women as 304s in the first place are just like side eye ick. So after he said that, I was already like, okay, I see where this conversation is going, and like it's just crazy. So I commented, that sounds ridiculous, or that's ridiculous, with a laughing emoji, just because referring to women as a 304 and saying like what she can and can't wear on the first date is ridiculous. But still, I stayed and I tried to have an open mind and hear what else he had to say about it. And so when I said that that's ridiculous, or this is ridiculous, he like asked the other people in the chat. Mind you, me and only this other girl were active in the chat, and I think there was like a guy that was active, so pretty much 3 people that were active in the chat. And so he asked his chat, do you guys agree with what I'm saying? Not everybody has to agree, like not everybody's gonna agree with me, but do you guys agree with what I'm saying? And one girl was like, yeah, I agree. And that was it. And I was like, okay.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Like, girl, you know that you're gonna step out that house with whatever you want to wear. When you're getting dressed in the day, you're not gonna be thinking about, oh, I'm not gonna wear this because a man is gonna blah 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 blah. No, you're gonna put on what you want to put on because you want to put it on. Like, I'm not going to change my clothes or anything like that thinking about a man. I'm not putting on my clothes thinking about a man. I'm putting on my clothes because those are my clothes and I want to put it on and I bought it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
And my whole take on it is, I feel like people should dress based on situation. So if we're going on a first date, okay, where's the first date at? Is it at a 5-star restaurant? Is it at a 4-star restaurant? Is it at a 2-star restaurant? Are you taking me on a first date on a picnic? Are you taking me on a first date to the zoo? Are we going dirtbag riding? Like, are we going swimming? Like, what are we doing on this day? Depending on what you're doing is how you need to dress. If you're going to a 5-star restaurant, okay, dress like you're going to a 5-star restaurant. I don't know any girl who you're gonna take to a 5-star restaurant and she's gonna wear leggings. I don't know any girl that's gonna do that. I don't know any girl who you're gonna take to the zoo and she's gonna wear a long skirt to the floor. I don't know any girl that's gonna do that either. If you're gonna take someone to a 5-star restaurant, okay, most women are gonna wear a dress, or they're gonna wear a nice blouse and some pants or something. If you take her on the first date to a zoo, she's probably gonna wear a crop top and some biker shorts, because 9 times out of 10, if you're taking her to the zoo, it's gonna be hot. So someone is going to dress according to the situation and also according to the weather. If I'm going to a 5-star restaurant and it's wintertime, of course I'm not going to be wearing a crop top and leggings or a crop top and shorts. But if I'm going to a 5-star restaurant and it's hot outside, it's the summertime or it's spring, I'm probably going to wear a dress. So the whole thing about it was just, everything was just giving me the ick. Like calling women 304s, saying like you need to wear skirts to the floor and stuff like that on the first date. Who do you think we are? Nuns? Mormons? No, like, get it together, please. So I quickly started to realize that this conversation was not going to get any better. So I sent in the chat and I was like, it was nice talking to you, but like I'm gonna head out or something like that. I do remember specifically, like at the beginning I said it was nice talking to you, but like I'm gonna leave, like I'll see you around type of thing. And I think I put a laughing emoji, right? And normally when I say bye to creators when I'm about to leave their live, like I'll wait maybe 30 seconds to see if they say anything back, because normally, like for example Sick, when I leave his live, he normally is like, oh, thanks for joining, you know, thank you for donating, I really appreciate it, I'll see you next time or whatever. So I was kind of looking for that, but you know, sometimes I don't expect a creator to even see it or to say bye back. I just stay for the courtesy, you know. So once he read that I was leaving the live, all I heard was like, I'ma help you. And like I seen him like typing on his screen, and then I got the message and it was like, you've been blocked by this creator. When I tell you guys, I was so shocked, because like I mentioned, I have donated to this creator, but I don't think I mentioned like I donated a lot. Like I wouldn't say like, oh, I donated hundreds of dollars, because when you buy coins on like TikTok, like it's never that much. I've donated a lot of like stuff to this creator, right? I even literally got into a gifting war with another like person in the chat. So for him to like block me because I disagreed with something that he said, and I never said that he was wrong for saying what he said. Now I did say like something that he said sound ridiculous or that's ridiculous, like I did say that, but I never told you like, oh, your opinion is wrong, I'm right type of thing. So for me to get blocked over that was just crazy. You guys are my outlet, you guys are where I go to vent. Like I literally created this channel because YouTube is something I've always wanted to do, and because you guys are my outlet. I went on my community page and I said like, imagine getting blocked by a creator for like disagreeing with them. I would never do that to you guys. And yeah, I posted on my community tab. I never said anyone's name or anything like that, but like I said, people who knew who I was talking about from my previous stream, because mind you guys, when I posted that community post and when all of this happened, I had went stream like 2 to 3 days before. Some of my supporters knew who I was talking about because I spoke so highly of this creator, because at that time, like I thought this creator was a really cool person. Well, I guess my supporters went over to this creator's channel and decided to like defend me in a way, which trust me, I appreciate, but this creator took it completely the wrong way and took it as like I was sending my reporters to like talk about them, or I was talking bad about them, and that's why my supporters found their channel. He was telling my supporters like, oh, like I was flirting with him and like stuff like that, and I'm just like, if me gifting is me flirting with you, then I'll probably never gift to another creator again. Just like the stuff that my supporters were telling me that he was saying in the live about me when I wasn't there, when they were just there trying to defend me, good intentions, it was not cool, bro. Telling me that he was saying like I was flirting with him and that like he doesn't even care, like he's not going to unblock me. My supporters did tell me that he said that he didn't mean to block me, he just meant to mute me, which is like a crazy coincidence, because like I said guys, I've been in his lives multiple times, and like people have came in his live and said crazy things, and he's been able to successfully mute them every time. So for me to get blocked, it's just like, okay, whatever. But he did tell my supporters that he was going to like text me after the live, or he was like, she could have just joined from her like Sims 4 account and, you know, like said something like, why'd you block me or whatever, and like I would have fixed it. But it's just like the damage is already done. Like you blocked me and you were going to mute me for disagreeing with you. Like either way, that was messed up. But like he was telling my supporters that I was being disrespectful in his live, like about what he was saying, and it was like, no, I wasn't. I said 3 things. I said 3 things. The first thing I said was properly ? The second thing I said was that's ridiculous, like laughing emoji, and the third thing I said was bye. Like those are the only 3 things I said in that entire live. When people come on his live and like spam and say like racist stuff, but I get muted for not agreeing with you calling women 304s and telling women how to dress for the satisfaction of a man. I just feel like overall it was just like really rude. Like I just felt like it was the whole situation was really rude. And then like to tell my supporters like, oh, like she was flirting with me because I donated to like maybe 4 or 5 small creators. And then on top of that, like my supporters are telling you like, oh, she's not talking bad about you. The only reason like why we knew about like what your channel was and stuff like that is because she spoke highly of you. And then you're still like, no, like the damage is done. Like why would you run to social media? This is social media. Social media is my job. Social media is my life at this point, and it's yours as well. Like you're on live every night. So for me to go to my social media and say like, imagine this happened without even saying your name, but you felt like I was talking bad about you even though you never seen the post and you're not even believing what my supporters are telling you, the whole situation was just like weird. And so I gave like a day or 2 to see if he would unblock me, and he didn't. So I joined from my Sims 4 account, CASwCOY. I joined one of his lives, and I'm like, I said in the live, I was like, what's with all this hoopla? Like, what's with all the back and forth that I'm hearing that you're saying about me, you know, when I'm not on the live? And he didn't even want to address it. He was just like, oh, like you were taught, like I'm not gonna get into this on live. And then he was just like, you know, like I'm trying to have a live right now, And then he was just like, oh, like you were talking bad about me on your YouTube, like you took it to your YouTube. And I'm just like, I never said your name, bro. I never said anything bad about you, bro. I literally said what happened. I got blocked, whether it was intentional or unintentional, because even if I got muted, that would have still been like beyond rude. Because number one, I was telling you I was leaving anyway. So what would be the point in muting me if I told you that I'm leaving? Whether you were trying to block me or mute me or whatever you're trying to do, like at the end of the day, that's still weird. But I understood that he wasn't willing to have like an adult conversation about it, so I just left the live and I just chalked it up as an L. And to this day, I'm still blocked. A couple days ago, he showed up on my For You page because I'm guessing he had went live with another creator and it had recommended it to my algorithm. And when I tried to join, of course it said like you can't join, you're blocked by this creator. So it like just skipped past the live. So yeah, I'm blocked to this day by that creator. After I've donated so much, after I supported so much, after I talked highly about them, I still got quote unquote muted but blocked for not agreeing with what he said. And basically because I said what he was saying about women and the way they dress was ridiculous. The whole moral of this video is, guys, watch who you spend your money to. A lot of these creators don't need your money. Like if you guys want to support me and you guys want to like help me make money, all you have to do is watch the ads in my video to its entirety. You don't have to send me any of your personal money. You don't have to do any of that. All I do is ask for like 30 seconds of your time. If you want to play my videos in the background and let the ads run, that also helps me too. The only thing that you guys really can do is give me your time, not your money. Like I'm not gonna ask any of my supporters for any money. The only thing I ask you guys to do is one, join my Discord. That doesn't give me any money. That just helps me build community with you guys and let me know what I can work better on, what I can add, what I can take away from my channel and my Discord as a whole. And then two, just watch my videos. Like watch my videos, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell like I say in every single video. But like I said in that community post, I would never do anything like that to you guys. Like a lot of people on my videos, like they comment bad things about me, like, oh, like I'm a scammer, I've got them viruses, or like this doesn't work, like I need to take my video down. People have cussed me out for like posting the Anadias hack that I did, and it's just like I still keep those comments up. Those comments are up for everybody to see. I don't care. A lot of people have commented, oh, this got me a virus, or this isn't real. Do you think I delete those comments? No, I'm 100% transparent on this channel. Like you read that comment and then you're like, oh, I'm not gonna download this because that one person said that they got a virus. Okay, so be it. Like I'm not going to delete comments like those because I don't want to make it seem like I'm this amazing angel saint creator. No. And also the method that I have, guys, I use this method on my own PC. I have a very expensive PC. I literally just bought a whole new setup. Guys, that method works. It worked for me about a year and a half ago. I've been using it for about a year and a half. So there's no viruses on it as far as I know. If you download directly from the links that I have, then you wouldn't get any viruses. But that's a separate topic for a separate day. So yeah, that's basically all for the story time. That's all that happened. Like I said, to this day, I'm still blocked. I would really appreciate it if none of my supporters send this creator any hate, if you guys find out who they are. But yeah, that wraps up this video. And also, if you've been watching the family that I've been making in the background, look out for this family in my new Let's Play. My closing message for today is, I know finals are approaching, or they've already passed for a few of you. I really hope every single one of you guys pass your finals, and I hope you have an amazing summer. I will be posting during the summertime, so don't worry about that. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And please don't forget to join my Discord server. That is the only place that I'll be answering questions from now on. Thank you guys so much for watching. CASwCOY signing off.